So, after reading the graphic novel, my job was to research Polish culture and society. And before the Second World War, Poland was still a relatively new country. It was founded in 1919 as a republic, and before that, it was split between Austria, Germany, and the Czech Republic. There, Jewish people were the largest minority, and Yiddish and Polish were the two main languages. It was spoken everywhere by many people. And the thing is, Poland was surrounded by the mountains near Germany and Russia, making them very prone to invasions, such as the ones that happened in World War II by Germany and Russia. The main culture during World War II was very heavily influenced by Germany, since they invaded Western Poland on September of 1939. The Soviet Union invaded only a few days later on the 16th of September. The Polish people were considered unworthy of being a cultured society, and all street names were changed to German. Not only Jewish people were affected by this, as many Polish intellectuals were arrested. Restrictions of public rights came next, where citizens could not access movie theaters, radios, or higher up education. It was for German only. The Nazis worked not just to destroy the Jewish, but also the Christians and other minorities. Those in the Polish military during the time of its occupation became prisoners of wars, as an example of Wladek, the main character. Now, culture also happened even while the Germans were in Poland. It was just underground. The community created to help restore and preserve looted art and stolen art, many of which was sent to Canada. Nazis liked to steal the art of the cultures that they invaded, and the Polish, they sent it to Canada. And if you go to Canada, there is actually a plaque there thanking them for preserving much of the culture. Underground educational classes were held often, as there were secret radio rooms and movie theaters, mostly in Warsaw and Krakow, the two main cities of Poland. There were also underground religious services, such as synagogue, that took place in the homes of many citizens that completely changed the way that everyone was seen during the war. And here this picture shows Wladek and Anya when they come back from staying in a place, and they see the Nazi flag for the very first time. The Nazi Party gained power in Germany when Hitler was appointed chancellor by popular vote in 1933. From then on, their socialist ways were spread via invasion across England like wildfire. And here the characters are seeing the Nazi flag for the very first time. Now, after World War II, Polish culture was still a bit dampened. The end of the war saw nearly 5 million Polish deaths, 3 million Jewish, and 2 million other civilians. The exact number of casualties are unknown. Now, after Poland got out of German rule, they were under the rule of the Soviet Union. Auschwitz was liberated by the Red Army, and many Jews were homeless after years after the war ended. They came home under the control of the Soviet Union behind the Iron Curtain. Resources were not the easiest to come across, and communism showed that there was not enough resources for everyone. Nobody had enough food. Market shelves were empty all throughout the 60s, 70s. And Poland finally became independent once more with the fall of the Soviet Union in 1989. From then on, they flourished as their own country, and society has finally gotten back to what it was before World War II. And here there's a picture showing traditional Polish folk costumes, similar to those of Sosnowiec's region. And these costumes are really beautiful, really intricate, and really heavy. I used to have one, and they're honestly the prettiest things I've ever seen. Now here is a little bit of history of Sosnowiec, which is the town where Wladek and Anya are from. So its founding date translates back to 1227, and it translates to pine wood, trees that grew abundantly in the area during the 19th century. Most citizens of Sosnowiec were held in two camps of Auschwitz during World War II, and it recovered fully after the events of the Second World War. And here's a picture from the graphic novel where recently escaped from the ghetto, Vladek and Anya travel back to their hometown in an attempt to escape the wrath of the Nazi regime. And that's it.